Hey everyone, Brad here from HTC Softworks, and today I want to give y'all a quick look into basic firearms for Weapon Master VR. So what are basic firearms? Well, simply put, they are our more simple and arcade-like guns for Weapon Master. Unlike magazine firearms, which have lots of things you can manipulate and lots of stuff you need to do, these guns are more self-contained and easy for the player. For example, firing, the ammo is kept on the side, and when you are empty, you eject and it reloads for you. If you played a game like Brookhaven Experiment, you'll have a general idea of how these function. The ammo in them, there's an internal ammo that's held in the gun itself, and then an external ammo that's held on the character. And it's done per caliber. So if you have a gun with a 45, like let's say this gun, it'll pull from the 45 pool, and if you have a 5.56, it'll pull from the 5.56 pool. In fact, if you grab one ammo box like this, it will fill it up to the max amount. These guns are not just more simple for the player, they're also more simple to set up. They are more performance friendly. They don't have all the parts, and they just generally have less draw calls than magazine weapons do and all their meshes and everything else. These guns can take attachments, and they do have different fire states, as you can see with this. And as you also can see, they do have the two-handed logic as well. And I can throw on some more attachments, and they function pretty much much same way as magazine weapons. They're just, easier, I guess you would say. These guns are for people that want to make more arcade-like games, or for people who want to have dual wielding. Now, by default, we have dual wielding off because we use a trackpad for movement. If you're doing a game where you're standing in one place, or if you want to change the buttons around where none of the buttons on the trackpads are used for guns, then you could have dual wielding in your game. But for us, we have turned on the trackpad movement and can only single wield. In the future, we want to take these guns a little bit farther. In fact, in 1.0, version 1.1, the first update, I'm going to change these guns to using modes, so that there can be multiple different modes per gun. And what I mean by modes is being able to fire not just different ways like with select fire, but completely different projectiles, fire rates, muzzle flashes, even positions on the gun of where the actual projectile comes out of, or hit scan if that's what you choose to use. So think like a Space Pirate Trainer, where you move your finger on the trackpad and it selects, charge or laser or semi-automatic or automatic. Only each one of those different things can function like a completely different gun. Now, the reason for this is to just kind of go crazy with the amount of, kind of out there arcadiness that these can get to. So you just have more features to work with. You could still obviously use it in the very simple nature that it is right now, where it, works like a more traditional version of a real gun. But we want to give people the option of making some really crazy stuff. And in fact, I plan on having an example in the first update, 1.1, that I think people will like. As far as how they function, you can have both animated and unanimated versions of the gun, and you can choose either to have a reload animation, yes or no, or a fire animation, yes or no. Or you can choose not to have either. Or you can use both. It's just up to you. You can have it all run by script, or you can have some extra stuff on it. It's just kind of all there for you. In the tutorials for it, I will go into more detail on how you can change different things. Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I really want to talk about basic firearms. I will probably catch you on the next update. Thanks.